Hello friends, welcome to the Leaf Heart Path. My name is Andrea Graham. If you're new to my channel, welcome. This channel is dedicated to weekly pick a card readings. If there's a topic you're interested in, don't hesitate to drop it in the comment box below. This week's reading is a general energetic overview of your July 2022. First, we'll be looking at overall themes and energies, then we'll dive into any specific areas that want to come forward. That could be touching on career, relationships, personal development, spirituality, anything that wants to come forward that is dominant in your energy, and we'll go from there. Sound good? We have 4 groups for you to choose from this week, and as you focus on these piles here, pile 1, 2, 3, and 4, you may find yourself drawn to more than one group, and that's totally fine. Watch as many group videos as you like. There is no right or wrong way to take these in. It's all dependent on your energy and your feelings. We're going to take a look at our piles. Group 1, this is green Aventurine. Group 2, watermelon Tourmaline. Group 3 is desert rose Selenite. And group 4, rose quartz. Take a moment, take a deep breath, center yourself. What are you being drawn to? I recommend going with the pile that has the strongest resonance for you. After watching, if you still feel something in another pile, go ahead and check that one out too. You can pause the video should you need a moment to select, and when you're ready, timestamps and chapters can be found in the description box and then also the video bar below. Okay friends, I'm excited. I'll see you in your video. Hi Group 1, if you picked the green Aventurine stone, then welcome to your July 2022 reading. Your energies for the month of July are prosperity, fortune, and opportunity. Known as the good luck stone or the stone of opportunity, Aventurine is used to attract abundance into your life. It propels growth, not just physically, but also personally, presenting learning opportunities for your soul's evolution. Aventurine also aligns situations so opportunities appear. Acting as a stabilizing force, Aventurine balances male and female energy to bring a soothing harmony between yin and yang. Aventurine can also attract love, complementing the heart chakra and resolving lingering emotional issues. For those of you who resonate with a couple little other details, this card's also marked with the energy of Aries and Mercury. So to reflect on this before we start pulling tarot cards, what is standing out to me is this idea of abundance, the idea of growth and balance. July to me, for you, Group 1, is a month of evolution for you. This is you stepping forward. And what I'm actually seeing is you standing at a cliff's edge looking down, and there's a body of water underneath you, and you're getting ready to leap in. And it feels really exciting. It's a little high, but you feel ready to take that plunge. I have goosebumps right now from this. There is more balance for you this month. The feeling of the earth being very firm under your feet. And it's like that is what is giving you this stability and this willingness to take that leap. Your legs are strong, your heart is strong, your mind is strong. Everything feels stabilized to me. And this may have to do with healing work you've already been doing or that you're stepping into. And if you're someone who maybe in the recent months or weeks has been feeling a little bit down, July does feel like a breath of fresh air for you. I'm feeling, again, almost giddy when I'm feeling the energy there. It feels electric to me. You're getting ready to take that jump. It's very energized. It's very, very lovely. And I would say this feels like a month of opportunity for you in a lot of different ways. So I would like to hop into tarot now, and we're working with the Blooming Cat Tarot. So we have the High Priestess, Eight of Cups, Five of Wands, Knight of Pentacles, and the Ten of Swords in reverse, and finally the Ten of Pentacles upright. So 2 tens. That 10 to me would indicate the ending of one cycle, the beginning of the next cycle, leveling up, kind of reaching a culmination of something. And so that could be where that leap is making itself known. So I think things are just going to be paying off for you beautifully this particular month, Group 1. I'm being drawn to the beauty and the balance of this particular card. And again, stabilization, as we have these pillars right here on either side, the columns. We have the ripe pomegranate, we have this open book, and this is you just kind of coming into yourself here. Whether it's a glow up or you're kind of having your hot girl summer or you're getting reintegrated and situated. And I do feel like you are going to be getting some attention. There's more eyes on you. People are admiring you. And perhaps it's this new balanced and relaxed energy that you carry with you, or it's the laying down of some of those burdens we've talked about, or the worries or the concerns, any rumination that you had with you. There is a newness to the way that you carry yourself. There's a freshness, there's a vibrancy. You look and feel very in sync with the world around you. The book is reminding me that this is all something that you have written or that you can write. This is a creative energy. The energy is in your hands, what's coming next. And also what you are reaching for is well within your grasp, as we can see the pomegranate cut open here. All you have to do is reach up and take what you want. There's plenty of fruit to pluck, and there's a lot of it to share. There's goodness to share with others. And this is bringing me over to the Eight of Cups here. So I don't typically read this way, but this is giving me travel vibes. So for some of you, this could be vacation, this could be a day trip, an overnight somewhere, a weekend out of town, or longer. And, you know, this does actually remind me a little bit of that vision of you looking over the edge of the cliff. You know, this is it. Just embracing change, leaving behind what doesn't serve you, especially if there's been, again, that rumination, the spinning wheels we've talked about, staying up at night a little bit, worrying about things. You know, perhaps July is the time for the sun's rays and its warmth and its light, for its transparency to kind of rain down on you. And I almost feel like any worries and emotions that have been kind of keeping your brain on the hamster wheel, so to speak, it's like we're getting off the hamster wheel and we're just going to allow these things to bubble up to the surface. You may have even had some nightmares or strange dreams for some of you. And this is the time we let them out. We let them out into the sun. We let them out into the warmth. They're going to dry up. You can kind of slough them off your skin and wash them away. Perhaps that's what that leap is about off that cliff. You're feeling emotionally much, much lighter this month. Now, in terms of other things, because of this shift and change, there actually may be some happy little reunions between you and old friends. Family maybe, might be in the woods for some of you. Camping or festivals maybe, if you're into that kind of thing, or hiking. And I think for others, if that's not your thing, this is about an opportunity to build or strengthen connections that were once not probable or a bit messy even. Things feel tentatively more firm, and this could be in part due to some of the work that you are doing. It's like whatever burdens you've been carrying, whatever grudges might be there or worries, the need to be right, the need to be seen. It's like you can take all of these things and you just put them off to the side. Almost like you're rebuilding your home right here. The heart, the soul of you. You're giving it its home and its proper place and making that a priority. And I'm seeing this, it glowing green, like this is the heart space, the heart chakra. You're giving it the attention and the care and the consideration that it deserves. This is definitely a healing time. Even if you're not doing active healing work, it's like things are catching up. This is what the bubbling up is. This is what the sun's rays are doing for you. It's like you've done the work and this is the release that's happening very naturally. I don't see you as having to apply yourself and work really hard through this. But all this stuff that you're putting off to the side, this worries, this concerns, it's all things, as you're constructing this space, that can be hauled away at the end of the day. Or it can be sent into the earth and transmuted and grounded into healing energy. And from there, you can begin to see some of the trickier relationships in your life in a new way, in a new light. Now, I do want to say here, I'm not condoning connecting with others who systematically are treating you poorly. But what's interesting is there's this just big shift. And it's like you can meet others where they currently are because of this bright and shiny version of you that's so grounded. You can meet others where they are and not where you would like them to be. You're able to let that go if that was something that you were holding on to. You have access now to a little more of your own voice, your own strength, your own inner guidance, your own magic, and I think it's because you've created that house. You've created that space for your heart and for healing to happen. And that is only going to help things grow and flourish. We see all the fruit and flowers that we have here. You can take things as far as you'd like to with this person or these people, because I feel like your boundaries are going to be a lot more strong. There's less anxiety for you, and there's more stability and ease. Now, I want to take these two cards together. So if you have been feeling a little bit stagnant, a little bit stuck, generally unable to move forward, and I'm feeling this is more career or work or hobbies perhaps even, some kind of trade, and these things might normally bring you joy, I think there will be a shift for you in July. Some of you may have been experiencing a low energy or low vibe, perhaps even where you're feeling a little bit foggy. And I feel like July is going to be that month that ushers in some new energies for you. Your work ethic feels steady, there's a good effort, and things generally feel less up and down for you. Things are more regulated. I think things are more consistent for you. And for many of you, it doesn't feel like you really need to push anything. This feels very natural. Again, I think it's because the work's already been done. This is just an extension of the energy that has, the work that you've already done, the effort that you've already put into things. Just showing up and doing your thing is what I'm kind of getting for July. Not needing to try too hard. Things are there. They'll be there. If you're on vacation, they'll be there when you get back. Yeah. Things are within reach. And this is different. There are 10 of Pentacles here. This is winding me back to the travel, going back to the travel path. I think you may spend some time with friends or family, or perhaps extended family for some of you. And it could even be just a weekend or a day or something like that. But the 10 of Pentacles here, boop, boop, boop. These are reminding me of like little dots of glue that are just pulling everybody in. So it could be that you regularly visit a place, and, it could be something like, once a year for a weekend we go up to the city and somewhere, and, we rent a hotel room, the kids go swimming at the pool, or, and we go visit some amusement park or something that's nearby. For others, maybe it's a summer rental, timeshare, an own vacation spot. It could be vacationing with friends. It also could be somewhere where nature's quite prevalent. I'm thinking, again, we do obviously have a lot of nature here, but I'm almost seeing these as little constellations in the night sky, which you're not going to see in a more congested area. So for some of you, this will be in the wilderness with a clear view of the stars. These are also feeling to me, though, like little lights of familial and ancestral spirits that are coming in to enjoy their time with you. Sort of a communion or coming together in congregation. And I think the veil is going to be thin for you in July, especially surrounding this time if there is like a little vacation that's happening. You may feel your loved ones or be better able to receive their messages and guidance. So enjoy your time together with family and friends. Make new memories. Things move very quickly in life, is what I'm being told to say. So play games and laugh. Do whatever it is that you guys like to do together. And maybe one night you get together and you honor your loved ones through prayer. You light some candles. You share stories around a fire, a bonfire. And I think you are going to feel them pulling closer to you, Group 1. And for some of you, during this time, you will receive guidance or visitation from these individuals in your dreams. So just enjoy that time that you have, making new memories, and enjoy the connection that you also have on the other side as well. July is a time for you to relax, not to push yourself too much, and just enjoy what's coming. This is a beautiful time for you. So that's it for you for your July 2022 predictions and energies. Thanks so much for being here, Group 1. I have big gratitude for you as always, and I appreciate your energy, your time, and your support. If you haven't, please consider giving this video a like, subscribe to the channel, and ring the notification bell so you don't miss any new videos if that is your thing. And if you felt this video was entertaining or of value, please share it with others who you think may enjoy it. Much love to you, Group 1, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Bye. Hello, Group 2. If you picked the Watermelon Tourmaline card, then welcome to your July 2022 energy forecast. Let's take a look at your overall energies of the month. We have love, balance, and clarity. Relationships are the currency of life, and Watermelon Tourmaline raises awareness of soul agreements and your impact on other people's lives. This crystal is supercharged to activate the heart chakra, creating a divine connection between you and your higher self. Like the watermelon, it teaches you to enjoy the sweetness of life, remembering good things often take time to ripen. Watermelon Tourmaline balances masculine and feminine energies, connecting your heart chakra to both the physical and spiritual aspects of yourself. They have a few more energies listed on the bottom of the card here: Gemini, Virgo, Venus, Saturn, for those of you that might resonate with that. And what I want to do before we hop into the tarot today is just kind of focus on the energy that's coming through here. And so what is making itself known to me is this idea of relationships. That's what I want to talk about. I'm being drawn to the pink center here. In particular, though, it's relationships with the self. So July 2022 for you might be about this kind of inner growth. I'm seeing things kind of moving up to the surface, bubbling up to be addressed and to be set free. So if you're the watermelon, it's like you have this softness on the inside, but you've got to be, I'm feeling like you have to be completely ready or ripe to allow movement of the energy out and to allow positive energy in. Because if you're too green, then we know that's hard. And when we kind of have walls and boundaries up like that, nothing's going to be quite ready for release yet. So this energy is also about stillness and allowing, being, letting things happen on their own timeline, not rushing things. We don't force a watermelon to ripen. We just let it happen on its natural timeline. And something else that's coming to mind, this is a little different, is I'm getting the visual of a fire or a bonfire. And it makes me want to, I'm getting the feeling or the word purification. So July might be this month of clarity and clearing for you, that purification. So if you've already been doing some work, this may be just that excess energy that's getting swept out the door. It's getting burned up. You don't need it anymore. The big idea that's coming through this month is that this is, again, a month of personal growth. Transformation, like the green to pink color here in this tourmaline. And what I'm hearing is that you need to enjoy your time, or you ought to enjoy your time. Try to be present with yourself, and that the more attention that you give to this core of yours, your needs, your desires, your wants, the more you can be free to enjoy life's sweetness. So there may be more emotional clarity this July, and with this loving presence that you are giving to yourself, that energy then can spill over into family. It can spill over into friendship, the dynamics that go on there. And possibly for those of you looking, there is a little potential I'm sensing for some kind of sweet connection, if that's something that you're into and you're open to. So this month is also about enjoyment. It's not just the purification, the clarity, or the healing, but it is also just about being and enjoying life's sweetness, even if it's just meant for a summer. So we're going to look at your tarot cards now, and we are working with the light Seers tarot today. And we have the Emperor. That's meant to be a planet, but to me that it looks like a peach since we're talking about fruit. Six of Pentacles. Cool, okay. Page of Wands. Seven of Pentacles. and the Page of Cups. All right. Those colors are just so happy. I like this. Okay. This feels, the energy is really sweet in this group. It's really nice. So, going in the opposite direction, I'm feeling a little heaviness here. So, I'm wondering if a lot of you in this particular group are people who work an awful lot. Like you juggle a lot of responsibilities, possibly group 2, maybe career or maybe work, school, home, partners, kids, activities, volunteer work, charity stuff, gaming. You may have had a very busy season recently, or your energy's coming across as someone who is a little just burned out or depleted. And season again, I'm thinking of seasonal fruit. I'm thinking some of you may be teachers, you know, and you're done if you're maybe in the Northern Hemisphere and you've got summer vacation for some of you that aren't doing year round. There may be like seasonal sports that are over with for some of you. Wedding season for some folks. That word seasonal is standing out to me, and just I'm feeling kind of an urgency with it. So it goes with this idea of being, I think, a little burned out, a little tired. And this could be you stepping into kind of a season where you're dreading that happening. But I want you to know that this July, I feel like this is a time to lay things off to the side when and where you can. So those things that happen weighing you down, those things that are burning you out a little bit, and just kind of reflect back on how far that you have come. I think that's important. I do feel this is a time where possible, when possible, to lay things off to the side as you can. You know, anything that has been weighing you down, if there are things that you don't need to go to, if you're invited to things, you don't have to go to everything. And you don't need to feel guilty about not going either. This is more of a time to sit down and reflect on how far you've come. Because I feel like we don't often give ourselves enough credit for the work that we've put in. This might be a good time to make a list mentally or in a journal and reflect back on what you have achieved over the last 6 months or a year. And this may bring some new clarity of thought and mind to you regarding your efforts and achievements and things that maybe you've gone through this year, experiences, happy times, maybe some losses as well. This is a time to sit back and just enjoy the fruits of your labor, and make room for the sweetness in life. Allow that to come in and soften yourself a little bit if possible. With the Six of Pentacles here, as we said before, we were talking about balance being a big theme this month. If you've been all work to this juncture, this July feels like a perfect time where there's more of a balance and an opportunity to give yourself a break. If you're someone who's just always on the go, the suggestion here is to sit back and just be for a little while. Allow yourself the time to breathe. And the more you do this, the more of an opportunity you will have to let emotions and other energies go that need to be released. Because what I'm feeling I need to talk about or being drawn to mention is that chronically working is going to create this, for some of you, an energy leak from your aura that is going to leave you possibly depleted and unable to enjoy any kind of little respite, any kind of break. This can cause us to tense up and to clamp down, and then even to hold on to things that aren't good for us. It's like we sense the energy's leaking and it makes us just want to kind of clamp down. And that actually, for some of you, could leave your body in a state where you've kind of got some hypertension. And I don't mean hypertension like we're dealing with like blood pressure or anything like that. But I'm talking about the muscles being crampy, or just really tensed, knotted up a little bit. And so some of you might actually want to look into getting some body work done. I'm almost seeing this as like the green rind around the watermelon. It's like extra hard in places. And we want that, again, we want some energy that needs to move. We want that out of there and we want the good stuff in. So like body work, chiropractor work, massage, acupuncture, cranial sacral stuff, whatever you're into there. I think these cards are kind of pointing us to a time of being able to take a pause, take a breather, and take this big clearing breath. Look at this. I'm almost seeing this as like maybe breath work even for some of you. We take that breath in, we take a breath out. Meditation. But if you do feel you're one of those people that holds on to tension in your body, this is a nod to please go get a massage. Please take care of that. And it will be easier for you. Things will align in a way that you maybe hadn't thought about. So in fact, I think the more breathing room and space that you give yourself, the more energy that you're going to find that you have for adventures and having fun. And this month, again, does feel like a reset for you, a chance to get grounded and see what kinds of new ideas and inspiration come floating your way. So you may be spending more time taking walks or a hike or spending time traveling, quite possibly even getting together with others. And then also, because you're taking care of yourself, I think you're going to have a better opportunity to be present and mindful of that time together, to be able to enjoy it a little bit more. Because things are feeling more free and open for you. You're feeling less urgency, you're feeling less clamped down, everything's a little brighter, a little more happy. And particularly in the friendship area, I think you're going to find that you have more reserves of strength than you realized you did, and this is going to charge you up. I'm actually feeling this in my solar plexus right now, like it's a sunshine that's just lighting up. And I think you're going to be more tapped into your body at this point, more integrated. If you are planning any vacations or going to concerts or shows right now, for some of you, it might be that opportunity to have a little fun flirting, have fun making some new connections. And for those of you who aren't outside, maybe this is online. I don't know. Maybe you're doing something online. You're talking to people. So enjoy this little energy exchange and enjoy what's going on, but please don't overthink it. You're not meant to experience anything that's too heavy or too hard right now, right? We want to be a little balanced. We want to be a little loose with things. Just enjoy things where they are and feel into what feels good. Don't overthink it. And as you find that your energy reserves are increasing in time, this is going to give rise to new energy for you for new ideas, fodder for new projects, anything that you want to put your attention on. Your energy reserves are going to be good and plentiful. So you may find a new spot of patience, and I think you're not going to be experiencing as much burnout. So we can see here he's giving light to the root system that's happening right here, that's growing. Just make sure that you are recharging your batteries, and again, lean into the good feelings. If you feel wrong about it, if you feel resistance, then it's not right for you. And I'm being brought back to this idea of summer sweetness. That's for, Northern Hemisphere folks. Just sweetness in general, I guess, if you're watching this. You're meant to enjoy yourself this July. Don't overcommit, don't overthink, don't overdo. Follow your bliss. Enjoy the new experiences that come your way. Try to stay out of rumination and worry. And follow your gut and intuition. And this actually, to me, feels quite strong when you are sitting in joy. This isn't meant to be a time of overdoing, overplanning, exerting too much mental energy. I'm looking, there's no sword energy here. This is meant to be more about experience for you. Stay out of rumination. It's a time to release and go with the flow. Be in the world. Allow the sun to warm your skin. Don't just be a watcher, participate, but don't push. July is meant to be a vacation for you from previous hard work. This is a pleasurable time as much as you want to make of that. And it is a beautiful time to connect with family and friends, and most of all, this is about connecting with yourself and pleasure. That is the brunt of the message for you, group 2. So I'd be curious to hear about your plans and what you've got going on. Let us know in the comment box below how you're taking care of yourself and following your bliss. And I appreciate you being here with us today. I'm sending you big love and gratitude as always. And if you haven't, please consider giving this video a like, subscribe, and ring the notification bell so you don't miss any new videos. If you felt this video was entertaining or of value, please share it with others who you think may enjoy it. Much love to you, group 2, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Bye. Hello, Group 3. If you picked this Desert Rose Selenite card, then welcome to your July 2022 energies reading. So your energies for this month are focused on family and ancestry, healing, and patience. Our card here today says, a natural beauty, desert rose and its petals were patiently etched by the sand, carrying with them a special message that good things take time. Desert rose promotes mental clarity by releasing negative belief systems that no longer serve you. Desert rose has the special power of time travel and is able to heal past wounds that still affect you today and alleviate pain from this lifetime or a past life. Use this stone to connect with your ancestors or past selves that you need to reconcile with. This also has the energy of Scorpio and Pluto with it. Okay, so before we get into the tarot, just thinking on that a little bit, July for you, Group 3, maybe a month where you have the opportunity to connect with, or to reconnect with, family, old friends, or this might be a time you're exploring your ancestry a little bit. And I'm being drawn to how our biological lineage gives us the gift of time, and then how certain experiences in our lifetime shape who we are. So family, schooling, church, friendships, clubs, hobbies, mentors, that kind of thing. I'm really kind of being pulled back to the past, being pulled back to childhood for you. A little bit of this, a little bit of that, experiences, both good, bad, neutral. They all shape our landscape. All these little things come together and they create our lens of how we view the world and how we interact with it. July feels like a beautiful time of reflection. It feels like a beautiful time of connection and healing. You may be granted the opportunity to see family you haven't seen in a while, to say hello to old friends. And perhaps there's a reunion. And it could be that you're just feeling nostalgic, some of you. This is a perfect time, no matter what it is, to reach out to others if you are feeling the pull to do so. And if there has been some negativity in the past, it feels like you have a new perspective on that. This talked about healing old wounds. So you have some new clarity or wisdom, or again, this new lens from which you're operating. And I think things for you this month are going to feel a bit easier. And I do feel you will have the support of your ancestors and loved ones behind you should you decide to clear the air, offer or accept apologies if that needs to be done with somebody, or have challenging conversations. This is also a time of bonding and love, and a time where you can create beautiful new memories to reflect back on, both you and future generations to come. So the overall energies for you, I do think, feel pretty magical and they're etheric, and at the same time they're grounded and practical. Very loving overall, but it is definitely focused on family and relationships, or friendships. It doesn't have to be family per se. So let's take a look at your tarot cards. We're working with the Disney Villains Tarot today. And so we begin with the King of Swords, the Chariot. I think that has to be one of my favorite Chariot cards ever. Oop. Ace of Cups. Oh, that's nice. I feel like we're going to put that right in the middle there. Page of Wands. Knight of Wands. And the Three of Coins, or Three of Pentacles. We're going to scooch this all over a little. Yeah. Woo. This is very high vibe. A lot of spirit guide. A lot of spirit guidance coming through. So again, July is going to be a time, I think, for bonding and for releasing, for strengthening relationships, and for leaning into your ancestors and elders and celebrating them. Now, there could be some kind of apology or a sit down that's going to happen between you and another family member or a friend. And you can approach this as the King of Swords in a very balanced and practical kind of way, a thoughtful way, a nuanced way, pulling back any judgments and really letting this other person just no matter how they seem, and no matter how they're coming at you, right? To have a moment to be seen and heard and validated. You're allowing this to happen. This is what you're offering. You're offering this cup of love to them. It's a healing cup. You're extending something to them that perhaps they felt they needed to grasp for and they couldn't quite reach. And it made them greedy for it. It made them thirsty for it. Desert rose, desert. They're parched. And here you are, just, they're almost seeing you like a gatekeeper, even though I don't think you mean to be that way. But that's how they're viewing you. And you're just turning around and handing it to them. And I think it may throw them for a loop. This is where they actually hit the brakes a little bit. And if you and this particular individual have been engaged in a runaround and disputes that feel like a dog chasing its own tail with no end in sight, July feels like a nice time where energy's shifting and there can be a little reprieve. And I feel like the energy and support of your ancestors is important here for healing and mending, because this individual may have some things going on that they're not quite ready to address. I almost see this as like the aura behind them, and it's huge. And it feels fairly dense, fairly heavy. There's core wounds happening here that are almost volcanic. Things are active even if they don't seem active on the surface. They may think they have everything all together, but the picture they're presenting to everyone, I think people can see beneath the facade. There are cracks there. Yeah, steam's coming out. Things aren't as pretty as they seem. If this relationship is bordering on toxic, I do want to say you're going to know what to do. Just stick to what makes you comfortable. You do not need to invite people into your world and space who are this way. This energy, though, to me feels more like a shift in understanding for you. Knowing what someone needs and showing up as much as you would like, as much as you want to. You don't have to overshare. You don't have to reveal too much about what's going on with you. Instead, you show them how you are willing to listen. And I feel like that stops them right in their tracks. It does feel there is some relationship where right now there is the potential, there is the energy within July, or perhaps, even extending it maybe a little bit into August between you and some other person, likely family, but it may be a friend as well. Someone who's like family to you. And it could be that some kind of external change that they're going through that you're not seeing is causing a shift within this person that's enabling them to start pumping their brakes just a little bit, relaxing things a little bit, slowing their roll down just a little bit. And so they're going to be just slightly more open. And so this month may be about turning over a new leaf within this particular relationship, if that is something that you desire. And I want to say too, these are ridiculous cards, that things in general do feel magical this month. It's like the veil is a little bit thinner for you in a sense, and you may find that communication with deceased loved ones or ancestors or spirit guides, oh my gosh, I'm getting the tingles from this. It's quite a bit easier than other times for you. And there's a lot of energy and love and support coming at you from the universe. It's like making me really hot right now. There also could be travel indicated here. I'm getting the idea of home is wherever you make it. And some of you may be relocating or have recently done so, or you may be traveling or going on vacation somewhere, you're going on holiday. And I feel like no matter where this is, if it's a trip that you want to go on or not, you will find a way to bring the joy and enjoy yourself. You have a way of making every single moment count, group 3. Yeah, sometimes we end up on those trips and maybe you're not feeling well, or maybe it's a wedding for somebody and you don't really want to be there. But I think you're going to find a way to bring the joy, or you're going to find more joy and excitement than maybe you're originally anticipating. Things are feeling pretty good. And it is interesting because I am getting that there is a degree of visibility here for you this month. Not only are friends and family, I think, seeing you more clearly, you're seeing them more clearly, but also your ancestors and spirit guides. There's definitely a focus here. There's almost this anticipatory quality of something that's happening, and they're just like, look at them, look what they're doing. And some of you, again, you might have some big event coming up, like a reunion, a wedding, something that feels a bit public, perhaps a promotion for some of you, something to celebrate. It feels like there's just a bit of a buildup for you in the energy around you. Some kind of change or transition, perhaps maybe a birth for some people. And this energy that's here, it feels really good for manifesting. For those of you who are into law of attraction or other manifesting schools of thought, it's almost like you are going to be in a perfect energy to make your dreams come true. So consider this a little yes if you are coming into this video wondering about a project that you're working on or something that you are manifesting. Things are feeling really good for you here, group 3. And this is a beautiful time too to collaborate with other people. And maybe it's on this thing that we're talking about, this project. There may be some folks who are entering your space who would like to work with you, and this could be about any number of things. So if it feels right, just go for it. July's big emphasis for you is really on this healing that we're talking about, this Ace of Cups energy that's coming in. It's an energy also of bonding. It's an energy of relationships. This is a month with a lot of positive intent focused on you, and it's up to you where you want to shine your light and where you'd like to take your energy to next. So this one was a little bit quicker, but that's it for you for your July 2022 predictions and energies, group 3. And I just want to thank you so much for being here with us. I have big gratitude for you, and I appreciate your energy, your time, and support. And if you haven't, please consider giving this video a like and subscribe. And ring the notification bell so you don't miss any new videos if that's your thing. And if you felt this video was entertaining or value, please share it with others who you think may enjoy it. Much love to you, group 3, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Bye, friends. Hello, group 4. If you picked this Rose Quartz heart card, then welcome to your July 2022 predictions and energy forecast reading. And your major energies for this month are love, nurturing, and romance. Ooh. Calling in unconditional love, Rose Quartz invokes a gentle yet powerful feminine energy that nurtures and protects your heart. It can be used to attract new romance and to build closer bonds in your relationships. Rose Quartz opens the heart chakra, and it heals heartache, grief, and any unexpressed emotions. It asks that you show yourself compassion, forgiveness, and acceptance. Rose Quartz also inspires beauty in all forms. Open your heart to the beauty within you. This card also talks about the energies of Taurus, Libra, and Venus, if that is something that resonates with you. So before we pull out our tarot cards, just thinking about the energies of this, I'm being drawn to the idea of compassion for you, group 4. I see you standing in the center of your support team of spirit guides, and they're all around you and they're laying their hands on you. And they're giving you support and healing through compassion. Now, this message may particularly resonate for those of you if self-love and self-compassion are qualities that you're trying to cultivate more of in your life. And I feel like at this time, and recently, going forward as well, you're being blanketed and protected by your team. You're being lifted, you're being supported. And if I focus on this, and on this heart space particularly, I see a key that's being inserted into a lock here, and the space opens up. There's a new understanding and clarity inside. There's room now. The light is able to shine into these spaces that may have once been walled up and protected a little bit. So the way in which you view yourself is perhaps changing. There's a new clarity for you. You have this new space for your operation, for your center of operations. And it's almost like this veil's being lifted from your eyes, and this completely changes your view. There's a feeling of walls coming down, and a softening and a vulnerability, an allowance. And it's from this softer space that you're better able to connect with others more deeply. The emotions feel good, they feel supportive, they feel sweet, and they feel strong. There may have been some fear about being authentic or vulnerable with others, but it feels like you are shifting. You're shifting from this space and you're looking at the world with new eyes. July feels like a big turning point for you, group 4. I am curious to see how this is going to impact this month and the time beyond, so I'd like to move into your tarot cards. All right, you are going to be working with the Modern Witch Tarot today. And if you hear my dog Goomba barking downstairs, he's very excited about this. So we have the Six of Swords. Two of Cups. Those go together really well. The Seven of Cups. The Lovers. Oh my gosh. And the Magician. Very nice. All right. Space this out. This feels appropriate. Okay. So yeah, I do feel an emphasis for you guys is this idea of personal growth this month. But just a big glow up too. Hot girl summer. There may be relationship shifts for you as well. And this could involve moving away from a part of you that was perhaps a bit more cut off or walled up. Kind of keeping others away and moving toward a healed and a healing space. A space that's more open. Notice the water we have here and the connecting water over here. It's like we're coming to better shores, new spaces, new faces. And it is possible for some of you that, if we want to take this really literally, that you might be traveling a little bit this month, and there perhaps may be a coastal area for you, for some of you. But again, the major emphasis for me is more about the inner journey than traveling. It's the heart's journey. I do think you're likely to find that July is a beautiful month to explore partnerships and love of all different kinds. You may find it's so much easier to let other people in, and that you actually might enjoy that. You actually might enjoy being less walled up. You may find others kind of swooping in to spend time with you and to be affectionate, to partner up with you, to connect with you. And I do feel like this is going to be all over the board. It's not necessarily you just have positive changes in your love life, whether you're partnered or not. It's not just friendships. It's not just family. It's not just other connections. It's not just acquaintances. I feel like people are going to be nicer in general just when you're like out and about on your business. There may be new work or career partnerships, a mentorship possibly. New connections are being formed for you all over the board. And I do think people are just really noticing this new energy that you're carrying, and they're very attracted to it. And what I'm seeing is you're almost like a fledgling, this little like baby chick that's learning how to fly, this baby bird, and it's learning how to make its way in the world. And you might have expected things to be like hard, too much, too bright, too intense, and that you'd want to retreat back into your shell. But I think instead you find that you're really enjoying yourself because you have a lot of options. Now, some are better than others. Some you're definitely going to want to be leaning into more than some of the other things, that opportunities or people that are coming your way. But I'm not feeling that you're stressed about that, rather that you're happy, and you might almost be feeling powerful as you recognize your own sovereignty and your value. You may be learning how to say no without guilt or shame. And this new love that you're showing yourself, the space that you've created for it, is being reflected back to you in all ways from all people. And I think you start to see more of your own power, and you know what to do to grow your relationships, including the relationship that you have with yourself. That's almost what I'm reading this card like. Yes, this can indicate other relationships, but I almost feel like this is a balancing of yin and yang, and it has to do with healing your own heart. This feels like a month where you've likely had some pretty big revelations, possibly leading up to it. And it's going to change how you operate from this point forward across many different facets of your day-to-day. You know you're powerful, you know you're loving, and you know you have the ability to create the life that you desire. And this is just going to wind up creating a smoother momentum for you from this particular point forward. And this feels to me almost like this energy, it is not going to be able to be contained, group 4. It is really spilling over from all these cups into all areas of your life. It's that same lifting and nurturing feeling that comes from your spiritual guidance team that we talked about at the beginning. That is reflected back to you from others here in the 3D. So you may have someone approaching you with an offering, and this could be a love connection for some of you. And if that's if this is something that you're looking for. The individual I'm seeing, or the way I'm feeling this connection, is that this person is younger, which could mean there's a youthful quality about them, or it could literally be talking about chronological age. There's just a sincerity and a freshness about them. And if this is something you're seeking, a sweetness, a newness, then it may be worth investigating. But please remember, again, this is a general reading. So not every message is going to be for every person here. You are going to know it. You will feel it if this is for you. I do feel like this approach, though, it might throw you for a bit of a loop, or you're a little surprised about it, perhaps. And I feel like the guidance here is to enjoy it, because it feels really sweet. If you are approached by more than one person, trust your gut on this, and remember, all that glitters isn't gold. And I almost feel a sense of pride coming from your spirit team about where you're headed next, group 4. Notice how everybody here, we're looking away, we're looking away, we're looking away. These two people are looking at each other. The magician is the only one who's looking forward, and that in your timeline is coming towards the end. I see this as sort of the end of the story. This is what they're excited about. They're excited about the work that you've done for yourself and what is happening for you in your future. You've got the tools to unlock the heart space here, to do the healing, do what you need to do, and to move forward. Good things coming your way in July, group 4. So that was a quick one, but that is it for you for your July 2022 predictions and the energies that wanted to come through in today's reading. So I appreciate you being here with us, group 4. As always, I have big gratitude for you, and I'm sending you love. And I appreciate your energy, your time, and your support. So if you haven't yet, please consider giving the video a like and subscribe to the channel, ringing that notification bell so that you don't miss any new videos. And if you felt this video was entertaining or of value, please share it with others who you think may enjoy it. Much love to you, group 4, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Bye.